Today, we are taking over at Atletico Madrid for the next 10 seasons to see how many points they can gather on the highly contested Takeover leaderboard. Atletico Madrid have come close to winning the Champions League on some occasions, but they just haven't done it yet with Diego Simeone, who is there for over a decade now. And this is the team we are working with now. The team that Diego Simeone has given us to our disposal. Just a little reminder of how the points tally works in the Takeover series. You get 5 points for winning the big one, the UEFA Champions League. 3 points for winning the domestic league, in this case La Liga. Also 3 points for winning either the UEFA Europa League or the Europa Conference League. And then finally 1 point for any other cup competitions like the Super Cup or even the Copa de España. So far, we have Manchester City atop the leaderboard with a staggering 81 points, ahead of Real Madrid on 72, and Spurs actually surprisingly in third on 61. So the big question is, where will Atletico Madrid finish at the end of those 10 seasons? Can they overtake City rivals Real Madrid and maybe even attack Manchester City, the lone leaders on top of the leaderboard so far? We certainly don't have a bad squad on our hands. Certainly Julian Alvarez has already been bought this season in real life. 24, 84 rated. Griezmann, the star of this team. He's already 33 though, but still 88 rated. Koke and Gallagher are in midfield. Gallagher is of course also new. He's only 24, while Koke, the captain, is 32. Oblak is also already 31, but he's 88 rated. We come leaps and bounds with a great goalkeeper like that. But the defense is what really is not filling me with confidence. It's a Diego Simeone side, so it really surprises me that the defense is that weak in certain areas. Witsel is already 35, he's 80 rated. What I have just found out is that Robin Lenormand is also at the club, just like Clément Lenglet. But Clément Lenglet I'm already going to send back to Barcelona. We don't really need him here, as we have Lenormand. Gimenez's contract is expiring, so we need to fix that as well. But yeah, that is already a better sign here with 2 good centre-backs at the club. Artur Vermeeren is also on loan, not to us, but to RB Leipzig. He's a big talent, 1976 rated. I leave him on loan. That's a good choice for the first 1 or 2 seasons to leave him on loan. He will probably become a starter down the line. Our first signing of this takeover is going to be a new left back. Reinildo and Galan were both already relatively old and not really highly rated. That's why we'll go to PSG to bring in a new left back, very talented, by the name of Nuno Mendes, the Portuguese left back, coming in from PSG for 40 million, plus Reinildo, who goes the other way. Not only have we signed Nuno Mendes, but we've also sold the whole list of players. Axel Witsel, actually only 2, but loaned out a few as well. Axel Witsel goes to Juventus for 6 million. And Angel Correa, the biggest transfer out, is going to Sevilla for 40 million. Along with loaning out a few players, such as Barrios, who goes to Milan for 2 years. Costi Serrano and Giuliano Simeone, one of the sons of Diego, goes to Crystal Palace. We still have a staggering amount of money, 81 million in our budget. However, for me, this team is ready for the first season, even though we've only made 1 transfer in Mendes. That was the one who will bring us to the next level. Some players like Koke, of course, are relatively old. Griezmann as well. They will get substituted out in the upcoming transfer windows. But for now, this is how we roll for Season 1 with Atletico Madrid. What I have done is chosen the tactical preset of counter-attack for Atletico Madrid. Of course, they are done for that. They are made for that tactical preset. And I've also hired a few coaches in each and every position to let the players grow as fast as possible. Season 1 with Atletico Madrid is over, and we are the champions of La Liga straight away in Season 1. Which means 3 points are added onto our leaderboard. That's a great start. 93 points as well. The Copa de España goes to Real Madrid over Espanyol. We've been beaten in the semi-finals here by Real Madrid 4-1 We sensationally finished in first place in the UEFA Champions League phase, went straight to the round of 16, where we smashed Arsenal 4-1. But then we got knocked out by Inter in the quarterfinals on penalties. That was so unlucky. In the meantime, we are looking at a sensational Julian Alvarez, who scored 40 goals and made 16 assists, 56 contributions in 58 games is crazy. 51 for Griezmann as well. I mean, no wonder we became the champions. Griezmann 87 rated, Alvarez 88 rated. We've had a good first season, I would say. 3 points onto the leaderboard. Could have been more. We just about got knocked out in the semis, actually 4-1, but still in the semis of the Copa del Rey. In also the quarters of the Champions League, where we got knocked out on penalties. Looking at the side this season, what I probably want to improve on is maybe not the centre midfields, but as Gallagher is 85 rated already. Of course, centre midfielders are rare to come by like this, like Conor Gallagher. But otherwise, I don't really see what to improve. I'm honest. I'm really honest. We have Llorente, who is 84 rated. Lino is 83, but he's only 25. Maybe Llorente, but still then, he's also still very highly rated. We don't have really too many wing options from the bench, and that's why I've brought in a left midfielder / right midfielder who can play as a backup, but also probably as a starter down the line. I'm speaking about Alejandro Garnacho joining us for 53.6 million from Manchester United. I also want to rejuvenate the back line. We have two starters who are nailed down, but Azpilicueta was the backup, and he wasn't really a great backup, to be honest. He was only 75 rated, 2 million market value. I've swapped him out for Alessandro Buongiorno, not Bastoni, for 55.6 million, plus, of course, Azpilicueta, coming in from Napoli. That's it, how we are rocking now for Season 2. Buongiorno in the centre-back position on the bench. Garnacho on the bench as well. We still have Riquelme, who is also good. He's only 25, 80 rated. But Garnacho is certainly an exciting prospect. Gallagher goes in the midfield spot. Griezmann and Alvarez still up top. Lino has the starting spot, but Garnacho is on his toes. We've made a few sales happen as well. Saul goes to Lens in France for 15 million. Carlo Martin, a backup striker, prospect, goes to Leganés for 6 million. He wouldn't have started anyways. Horacio Moldovan, a backup goalkeeper, goes to Celta Vigo for 3.8 million, and we'll do something about that. I'll show you shortly. Thomas Lemar goes finally to Girona for 24.8, and Arthur Vermeeren to Bayern on loan. As our third and final signing, we actually had to make one more because we didn't have a backup goalkeeper. And that's exactly why I swooped in for an Italian. Going in for Stefano Turati from FC Augsburg in Germany for 16 million. He's 23, 7. The end of Season 2, and this time we just about fall short winning the title. 10 draws have been too much. 2 points we end behind Barcelona, 5 points less than last season. No points in La Liga this time round. We've also lost Supercopa final against Barcelona 2-1. And Copa de España goes to Barcelona over Levante, whilst we've been knocked out by Real Sociedad in the quarterfinals on penalties. This time round we finished in 7th place in the UEFA Champions League phase, once again straight to the round of 16, where we got knocked out though by Bayer Leverkusen. That was not a great Champions League run. I mean, still 35 and 33 for Griezmann and Alvarez, 16 goals for Gallagher, but still no trophies this season, so nothing to show for these 68 goals by those two players. We were close to winning La Liga, even the quarterfinals of the Copa de España and the final, of course, of Supercopa, but in the end, we didn't win anything, and so things need to change up in season number 3. We bring in one man, one big player who could change the course of this takeover. Another Argentinian being partnered up with Julian Alvarez. So 2 Argentinians up front for Atletico Madrid in the future. Going in for the 28-year-old Lautaro Martinez for 123 million from Inter. We've also made certain other things happen. Antonio Gomis goes to Ajax, the third-string goalkeeper. Javi Serrano joins Vallecano, or Valladolid, I think that is. And Giuliano Simeone goes to Real Sociedad for nearly 22 million, alongside loaning out Vermeeren for yet another year. At the end of the day, we've even made club legend Koke leave the club for Real Sociedad for 5.5 million. He was already 34 and already gone down to a 78. We've got a very good team on our hands, but the only problem I see is squad depth. We don't have a reserve even. Griezmann and Sorlov now on the bench. Martinez up front, 89 rated at the age of 28. Lenormand and Bongiorno, who has replaced Jimenez, who is now 31. Bongiorno, 27. A very good backline, but I want to probably change De Paul, who is already 32. He might better be a good backup. Barrios is also a good backup. He's only 23, but only 82 rated. So to further grow the Argentinian contingent in this squad, I've gone in for a new centre midfielder from Chelsea. A 25-year-old who can give us still a lot of years. It was always going to be Enzo Fernandez from Chelsea for 83.6 million. Another Argentinian to Atletico Madrid. Enzo takes the starting spot over his national teammate, De Paul. Of course, he's 7 years younger, Enzo. He goes into that midfield alongside Gallagher. We have a very good team, and I really want us to challenge for not only the league title in Season 3, but also, finally, the UEFA Champions League. Mind you, Oblak is also already 33, so he might go down in overall in 1 or 2 years as well. It's the end of Season 3 and we fall further off. That is not good. 11 points behind league winners Barcelona. And even 9 points behind Real Madrid in second. We are in third place on 77 points. Not a great season, I have to say. 23 wins, 8 draws, 7 losses. We do, however, bag our first point of Season 3, defeating Real Madrid in the Supercopa. Before that, we even defeated Levante, while Barcelona were knocked out by Real Madrid. The Copa de España goes to Villarreal over Real Madrid in the final. Here we've been knocked out by Real, 2-1 in the semi-final, so no Copa de España once again. We then finished in third place in the UEFA Champions League phase. We've been very good in these so far. Went once again straight to the round of 16, where, we got knocked out once again in the round of 16 by PSG. 3-2 just about as well. Having a look at the stats, 41 for Alvarez, only 36 games for Martinez. Well, how has that happened? Probably because Griezmann still played most games, and he's only scored 12 goals. That was maybe part of our downfall. Martinez up to a 90, Alvarez up to a 91. I just can't understand how the game would let, Griezmann play over both Alvarez and Martinez. He's clearly lower rated. Even Sorlov is close there, but otherwise this team is looking absolutely fantastic. Oblak still growing at the age of 34 is insane as well. He's our best player at 92. Once again, we are doing baby steps here. Only 1 point this season. Winner of Supercopa, third in La Liga, round of 16 of the Champions League, and semis of Copa de España. As I said before, I want us to at one point have an absolute domination over Spanish and world football. So we continue to work towards that. For Season 4, I first want to go in for a backup centre-back for the future. This is a little bit of a weird animation, I have to say, though. But we go in for a free agent named Florian Becker, German, for €0 coming into Atletico Madrid. He's only 17 years old. As daft as it may sound, because we've only collected 4 points so far, I do trust my squad here. We've done a lot of work in the last couple of transfer windows. And I want to go in with the team. I want to trust them one more season. Becker has been joined the club at 79 overall. He's a man for the future. He will get loaned out in the first season. We've even gone on and sold the likes of Ilias Kostis, 4th or 5th string centre back, to Leganes for 6 million, alongside Ravi Galan, who was in the default squad. The 32-year-old goes for 15 million to Juventus, and Florian Becker goes to Frankfurt for claiming the league title in Season 4. 9 points ahead of Real Madrid in second. 3 points onto the leaderboard, finally again. Supercopa goes to Villarreal over Real Madrid. We have lost to Villarreal in the semi-final. Not so good there. And Real Madrid also win the Copa de España, defeating Sevilla in the final. Here we've been beat by Real Betis in the round of 16. Can we finally do something in the Champions League, though? That is the big question. 6th place in the league phase, went straight to the round of 16 as per usual, defeating Man United. in the quarterfinals. Where are we? I can't find us, to be honest. There, I'm blind. We won 3-2 against AC Milan. We then even beat Leverkusen 4-3 on aggregate to face Man City for the first 5 points. But we lose the Champions League final. That is unlucky. I mean, that's what you get from scoring, from playing Lautaro Martinez. Finally comes in clutch with 36 goals. 24 for Alvarez and even 15 for Gallagher. 15 for Lino as well. We could have had 8 points this season. In the end, we only have 3. We lost the Champions League final, of course. And, of course, also the semi-finals of the Supercopa, where we lost. But we are, right now, after 4 seasons, on 7 points. So, still a lot of room for improvement. We actually didn't have any fullback on the bench, so I've gone in for one from the free agency list. An Englishman who is 80 overall already at the age of 18. Listed as a right back, but he can also play at the left because he's a left-footed player. Caleb Dawson it is, joining Atletico de Madrid. The second player we bring into the club is an absolute baller. He's only 20, an Argentinian, exciting prospect, right winger, and yes, it could be Leo Messi's regen. Because he's joining us from FC Cincinnati in the United States. 70 million might as well be Lionel Messi's regen. Because, I mean, yeah, the players normally, when they retire, go back to the country. Their regen goes to the country where they last played. One thing that needs to be noted, by the way, is that Antoine Griezmann is going to retire at the end of the season. He's down to an 81 at the age of 37. Thank you for your service, mate, but goodbye. Our final piece of business for season number 5 is going to be bringing in an exciting prospect striker. In return, they get Sorloth, Alexander Sorloth. Plus 2 million even. It is Eric Malinowski joining us from Mallorca, a 17-year-old, 77 rated Polish striker. We've also gone on and sold Rodrigo de Paul to Tottenham. Rodrigo Riquelme, 2 Rodrigos, goes to Sevilla for 34 million. And Artur Vermeeren, once again on a loan deal, to Inter this time. And so this is our team going into Season 5. Still a very good backline, very, very strong. Even the backups, Jimenez, now Dawson coming in at 18 years old, 80 rated. We have Garnacho still on the bench. Griezmann, Malinowski, who might get loaned out for the first season, as we still have a 37-year-old Griezmann in the team. But the start 11 is that Season 5, and we are back to second place. 85 points, 3 behind Real Madrid. That's unfortunate. Sevilla win Supercopa over Barcelona. Here we've been knocked out by Sevilla in the semis. We do, however, bag our first Copa de España, defeating Real Madrid in the final, 1-0. And oh my god, what happened here? We have been knocked out of the Champions League phase. That has never happened before in such a takeover. I mean, the other times with Atletico even, we always finish in the top 8. Now we finish in 25th. That is an embarrassment. At the halfway point of the takeover, there is not a lot to show for in terms of trophies. 8 points so far, which is 1 La Liga, no 2 La Ligas, 1 Supercopa and 1 Copa, no Champions League yet, and that has to change in the second part of the takeover. I think I made a big brain move now, because I've changed the formation. That's actually what's holding us back, in my opinion. We are playing now with 3 center midfielders, 3 up top, so no 2 up tops anymore. We have Guzman on the right wing, Lino on the left, Alvarez to the middle, and Barrios, Fernandez and Gallagher in midfield. Gives us more strength in midfield, more options to cover. We are having a new backup goalkeeper in town right now, from Switzerland, from the free agency list. He's already 82 rated. An absolute rock at the back, on the bench for now, 18-year-old Adam Kuhn. Second up, we go in for a new center midfielder. Because we need one, we don't have one on the bench, but this guy will go to the starting 11, most probably. He's only 23 years old. It is Warren Zaire-Emery joining us from Manchester City in this save for 122 million. Next up, we go in for yet another fullback, yet another regen free agent, from Portugal this time. It's a right back who is left-footed. No, actually the other way around, a left back who is right-footed. It is Joao Santos, 21 years of age. 82 rated already. On the outs, this is what we've done this season. Jose Maria Jimenez, who was here for nearly 15 years, goes to Liverpool. Marcos Llorente joins Girona for 39.8 million. Both of those guys have one thing in common. They're 34 years old, so not a lot of use to us anymore. And Eric Malinowski and Kuhn, two young players, both I think 18, go on loan to Sevilla, respectively, Celta Vigo. Santos is 2182 rated. I've converted him to a right back. Dawson now also the left back up, 1981. Vermeeren has returned from loan. He's 84 rated at the age of 24. And of course Barrios. But Vermeeren also converting to a centre midfielder, which will only take him a couple of weeks as well. I am quite confident that this team, with Guzman in the starting 11 now, as the right winger in his preferred position, will shine. And all the others could shine as well. I mean, a lot of them are already in their 90s, some still in their 80s, but I am excited for this season. Failed to win La Liga. I mean, something's going on here, something sinister. 81 points, we've lost 5 games only, but drawn 9 again. 93 points to Barcelona. You have to be near perfect to become the champions here. We don't win Supercopa either, as Real Madrid win that over Villarreal. We've been knocked out once again by Villarreal in the semis. And the cherry on top, we lose the Copa de España final against Getafe as well. Brilliant. We finish in first place in the Champions League phase, at least something to cheer about. Round of 16, we defeat Inter. Quarterfinals, we even trash Manchester United. To face Real Madrid, where we get absolutely destroyed. The stats, once again, are looking somewhat decent. 39 goals for Alvarez, 20 for Gallagher. But, yeah, we have 7 goals for Guzman. That's not good enough. 10 for Zeremri, who is up to 91, which is great. But otherwise, yeah, these stats are not that great. I'm not lying when I say this. Takeover has been an absolute farce so far. In 6 seasons, we've not even come close. Not even near where we need to be after investing that much into the team. We are on 8 points. 8 points after 6 seasons, which is a disgrace. Once again, we start off a season looking out for the future. A 20-year-old centre-back, 84 rated already, from the Netherlands, coming in from the free agency list. It is going to be Rick Bakker joining us here at Atletico Madrid as a centre-back option. We are, however, not done there, as we go in for yet another centre-back with 24, near the 90 rating, and that is important because Lenormand has dropped off a little bit. Our new starting centre-back, Ibrahim, what a name, coming in from Inter Milan for 98 million, plus backup Florian Becker, who didn't really develop that nicely. Our third and final signing, actually, is a new goalkeeper. Oblak was already 37. Still 90 rated, but it was going down quickly. And so we acted on the transfer market. Bringing in a 24-year-old Eduardo Casadei, who's also 90 rated for 105 million. Plus Jan Oblak, who goes to Manchester United the other way. With the likes of Ibrahim, 2488 now in the starting 11, alongside Casadei, 2490. And, of course, finally, Bakker, who might get loaned out for the first season here. The 7th, actually, in total, but his first season at the club. He's 84. It's the end of the 7th season, and we've only gone and done it. By 1 point as well, we've won La Liga, ahead of Barcelona. 86 points, 5 draws and 6 losses, along with 27 wins. We had a 4th point this season, defeating Real Madrid in the Supercopa as well. The Copa de España, though, goes to Real Madrid over Deportivo Alavés. Here we've been knocked out in the round of 32 already by Getafe. What really is interesting, though, is the Champions League, where we finish in top spot. Out of 36 teams, we finished in top spot in the league phase. Went straight to the round of 16, where we absolutely smashed Club Brugge. We then went on to defeat Borussia Dortmund in the quarters. In the semis, we even overcame Stadtrenn just about to make it an all-Spanish final against Villarreal. And we absolutely smashed them 4-1 in the final. We are the Champions League winners, 5 points onto the board. Finally, the formation change has come in clutch. 42 goals for Alvarez, 27 for Gallagher from centre midfield. He's 95 rated, incredible. 19 and 13 for Guzman, who is 86 rated. Was worth waiting a little bit with him. Lino with 12 and 10. And then in Zaire even with 11. I mean, this is how I want my squad to look like. Apart from Guzman, who is still only 23, everyone is in their 90s. Absolutely brilliant. Finally, after 7 seasons, we've had one great season. Champion of La Liga, winner of Supercopa, and also winner of the Champions League. I don't know why it says 25th there. Must be a glitch. It also says winner and 25th, so doesn't matter. We've collected 9 points in Season 7. That's more than we collected in 6 seasons before. Our first signing of Season 8 is going to be a centre-back with the potential to be special. Once again, looking out for the future. He's only 19, coming from Uruguay. 82 rated it is. Alfonso Acuna joining us from Burnley for 80 million. We bring in a Spanish player next for squad depth purposes only. He's only 20, 83 overall, a right midfielder. He can sometimes come in when our starter on the right wing, of course the Argentinian, is tired or injured or something. It is Ivan Velasco joining us, Velasco. In the past, Barcelona have purchased players from Atletico Madrid, but at this stage, we are the Champions League winners, La Liga winners. We are the strongest team in Spain. And so we go in for the best right back there is in the world right now. Going in for Dani Lopez from Barca for 100 million plus Nahuel Molina. He was 200 million worth of money. Molina is already 33, so we won't give Barcelona that many seasons still. But Dani Lopez is only 25 and also 93 rated. We've then also gone on and sold the long-serving backup goalkeeper Stefano Turati to Lille for 18.4 million. That is because Kuhn has returned from loan. He's 84 rated, higher than Turati by a mile. And the backup to Casadei now. The starting 11 is still absolutely immense. I'm going to put Lopez immediately in here. He's 25, as I said, 93 rated. Everyone in this starting 11 is above 90 rated, which is quite crazy, I have to say. Buongiorno is 32. We have Casada Ibrahimoa 25, just like Lopez. Gallagher is 31. Fernandez 30. Zerebri is still only 25. Alvarez 31. 23-year-old Guzman and 31-year-old Lino. Still not too old, this starting 11, I have to say. Here, by the way, Acuna is 1982 rated and Velasco 2083 with Malinovsky still on the reserves. Martinez has also gone down. I think I'm going to loan out Malinovsky one more time. Martinez will be the backup striker. It's the end of Season 8 and for once we are comfortably the La Liga champions. 8 draws, 4 losses, 26 wins, 86 points, 12 ahead of Barcelona. We even bag a 4th point, winning Supercopa over Barcelona. And the 5th point, defeating Villarreal in the Copa de España, winning that for the 2nd time in this takeover. We, however, lose the UEFA Super Cup at the beginning of the season, an opportunity missed to win another point. In the Champions League, we finished in 8th place in the league phase, went to the round of 16 just about straight, where we defeated Crystal Palace. Quarterfinals, where are we? We defeated Atalanta. Semis, we got beat though by Juventus, and Real Madrid are facing off with Juventus. Real Madrid win it, but we go out to Juventus in the semis. I mean, Julian Alvarez has really stepped up, the spider guy. 63 contributions in 64 games. 37 for Guzman, who is up to an 89 as well. I mean, he's really talented. Gallagher has grown to a 96 at 32 years of age. Incredible. We are looking at 5 points in season number 8. 22 points after 8 seasons. Hopefully we can rescue some more points in the final 2 seasons. At the end of season 9, Robin Lenormand is going to retire. So we anyway have a player returning from loan, the Dutch centre-back we bought 2 seasons ago. It's season 9 and we buy a new player from Spurs this time. A left winger replacing Samuel Lino, who is already 33, I think, and 90 rated. This guy here is 89 rated. He's only 23, though. It is Kofi Davies joining us from Spurs for 55 million, plus Lino going the other way. I mean, it's a great team, isn't it? Baca has returned from loan. He's 22, 87 rated. Barrios is 88 rated. Even backup goalkeeper Kuhn, 86. We have fantastic centre-backs, a fantastic back line altogether. 92 rated goalkeeper. Gallagher still 96, Fernandez 92, Zaire-Emery 93, Alvarez the striker 94, and the two wingers are 89 rated, both 23 and 24 years old. I'm expecting after two La Ligas in a row, we have been beaten to the title by Real Madrid, even though we had a better goal difference, but it must have been decided on head-to-head. 83 points for both of us, but we finish in second. We, however, do win Supercopa, our first point of season number 9. Barcelona win Copa de España over Real Madrid. We've been beaten by Real Madrid in the quarterfinals. We actually finished in third place in the Champions League phase, went straight to the round of 16 where we got knocked out by Lille. That hurts. We are looking at 43 goals by our new left winger Davies. That was a great decision. 27 for Alvarez and 20 for Guzman, who is grown to a 92. Gallagher also with 11 and 12. He's still 96 rated. Zaire-Emery 7 and 6 then. He's also 94 rated. Lopez 94 as well. I mean, this team should be able to win La Liga every single year. I'm not gonna lie. Buongiorno has gone down to an 89, but still, this team should do better, especially in La Liga. The second to last one hasn't been great. We have only collected one single point. Supercopa. Not a great Champions League showing. La Liga, we've been beaten on goal difference or on head-to-head. So that was not great. We've just signed a world-class centre-back on a free transfer. He's only 21, 86 rated, a fantastic man for the final season. As Buongiorno is probably going to get sold as he's going down in overall. He's already 34. We go in for Miguel da Costa, 21, 86 rated. I've done one more piece of work coming into the club here, as I just couldn't get rid of Lautaro Martinez. I have sold everyone else I wanted to get rid of, apart from Martinez, and that's why I included him in a swap deal here. A young, fresh striker in Ellis George is joining us from Girona for 80 million plus Lautaro Martinez. So that is now how we are looking like. Malinovsky jumps to the bench. George is on the reserves now. Da Costa is there as well. Maybe we should put actually Da Costa on the bench because he's higher rated than Acuna, who also returned from loan. Da Costa, mind you, we got on a free transfer. Bacca is now in the starting 11 alongside Ibrahim. We have such a strong squad, such a strong starting 11. Everyone by far above 90 apart from Bakker, who is still only 24, so he might grow to a 90 plus as well this season. The oldest player in the starting 11, I think, is Gallagher. We have Fernandez 32. Those are the oldest players in the team, but and Alvarez as well, 33. Just for the purpose of completing every single information to you, we've also sold Alessandro Buongiorno to Barcelona. They pick up our scraps for 56. Well, it's the end of season 10 and we are comfortably the champions of La Liga with 11 more wins than second place Real Madrid on 71 points. We are on 93 points. That was a dominant season. We do also bag a 4th point, defeating Barcelona in the Supercopa final 3-2. No Copa de España though, as Getafe win that over Villarreal. We've been knocked out by Athletic Club in the quarterfinals. And finally the Champions League, where we finished in top spot with 7 wins and 1 draw, 0 losses. Round of 16, we defeated Copenhagen 4-3. In the quarterfinals, we defeated Barcelona, we thumped them 4-0. Semis, we even defeated our crosstown rivals Real Madrid 4-1 to fall to Manchester City in the final. I mean, so unlucky. How would you lose to Manchester City with the super team we've got? The stats are looking incredible again. 46 goals for Kofi Davies, 26 for Guzman, both 93 rated, 24 even still for Alvarez, 17 for Zaire-Emery, 94 rated. Gallagher also still 94 rated, incredible. So this is your final Atletico Madrid team. A team overall in every single position over 90 rated. Even at centre-back, Bacca has grown to a 90. Mendes at a 95. Casadei, the goalkeeper, 94. Ibrahim, 92. A fully 92 plus rated midfield. Fernandez, the lowest rated, 92. Davies, 93. Guzman 93 and Alvarez, all 3 up front, 93 rated. Incredible. And even the bench is absolutely bonkers. So in the end, I don't think we've been rewarded correctly, or we haven't rewarded ourselves correctly, because 27 points in the end is not great. Absolutely, we are in bottom spot in the Takeover leaderboard. 27 points, 10 behind second to last Newcastle United. That is really not great. We have won 5 league titles, which is okay, but only 1 Champions League and only 2 domestic cups was really not enough. Man City stay ahead, clearly ahead of Real Madrid. Atletico finish on 27 points. But lads, if you enjoyed this takeover with Atletico Madrid, then by all means please consider dropping a like on the video, subscribing to the channel, and I will see you again in the next one. Until then, it's been Rebuild Sombrero. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm out.